Why can spiritual events and spiritual communities be so draining? It's because there's sometimes a lack of truth. And let me explain. Now, don't get me wrong, individually, we are all working on our truth. We are embodying our truth. We are still imperfect and still working through our shit. But when you start grouping, when you start gathering people, even imperfect people, it creates a consciousness, it creates a field, it creates its own container in which you are stepping into. And this container becomes kind of a stage for you to perform, a stage for you to attach to a specific role or identity. So when people step onto the stage, they start to perform. That's why there's a lot of drugs. A lot of people get really ungrounded. So the container needs to be really safe and secure. And that's still just a work in progress. And many of these spiritual people that hang out in these environments, they've attached to that energy and that's who they are. This is why some of the most incredible spiritual masters are alone. They do their work alone. And I relate to this. I've never felt called to go into spiritual communities or spiritual events, but I also go to these events because that's the work I do. So I sometimes have to go to these events, but I choose and discern what to participate in, how long to stay there. I really tune in and listen to my body. And so for those who are wanting to embody truth that step into these fields, we can get exhausted, we can get really drained. We feel the drugs, we feel these people who are getting more ungrounded, more detached from their truth. And this is a lot to hold. So, what's the solution? Well, there's really no solution other than you can only be responsible for your own energy, because this is how everything's going to be played out. A lot of these communities and events are going to still be simulations, just simulations that get further away from grounded truth. So really listen to your body before you enter these events. Even when you're at the event itself, really listen to see what ritual you should participate in, because a lot of this stuff can pull you off path. So always protect yourself when going into these events. Use a lot of discernment and know when to leave. So the message here is not all that glitters is light.